Hey guys, what's going on? TMR here, bringing you a domination gameplay on Standoff. Yeah, back to Dom. I know you guys are getting excited, but like I said, Dom's a really good game type. I like it a lot. It is my personal favorite, even though I hate it to death at some times. So today we're talking about punishing mistakes. Now you're going to see me here make a mistake that I get punished for, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. I don't look in the right spot. He's able to go ahead and take care of me. So let's talk definitions for punishing, just to make sure that I'm clear on that for you guys and to make sure that we have a clear discussion taking place here, because I don't want this to be weird, if you know what I mean. I don't want this to be kind of a foreign term I'm slapping on a video to make myself sound cool or make myself sound like I have some unique commentary. I just want to change how you think about the game a little bit in a way that's helped me a lot. So when I talk about punishing mistakes, I'm kind of talking about something that you could say dates back to fighting games. I didn't start using the term until I started playing Mortal Kombat 9. And I would play as Ermac, for those of you guys who know your Mortal Kombat. He likes to force choke people and force push and all that jazz. He has cool Jedi mummy powers. And there's some people that really like to play as characters like Cyrax or Sector. These are some characters that could constantly just teleport up behind you. And in a fighting game, that can present a lot of problems, obviously, right? So you would punish them whenever they teleported behind you by blocking and then striking into a combo that you could chain for 45% damage or 50% damage, which is pretty significant in the game. So in Call of Duty, when someone makes a mistake or repetitiously does the same move, you too, young Padawan, I probably shouldn't be talking down to you. You probably have a better KD than me. Need to punish them. So what do I mean by that? I see these guys here. They didn't check corners because they were busy and they were distracted. So I punished him. I was able to concuss them and myself and get a kill. So there's that right there, okay? When you're punishing mistakes in Call of Duty, think about punishing someone who repetitiously drop shots, punishing someone who repetitiously jump shots, punishing a camper. When you're punishing someone who drop shots, right, the obvious solution is if the same team or the same person keeps drop shotting you, you're able to shoot the ground. And you could shoot the ground while they're going down and you will probably kill them. Or you could sometimes just aim center mass and kill them, right? Because the head could get hit with your with the weapon. Even though it might be recoiling, you might be able to get a headshot while they're on their way down, and that might be enough to kill them. A way to counter a jump shotter, right, if they're always jumping around every corner, is you just aim a little bit higher, or you go prone in a place where they weren't expecting you to when they thought you'd be kneeling. You got to be thinking about punishment in that sense, and this game is going to come down to who can punish who the most. And so it's important to realize that if you are not making mistakes, you won't be punished as often. And I shouldn't say you're not making mistakes, because everybody makes mistakes in this game. Everybody has areas they simply cannot clear by themselves. Everyone goes ahead and pushes into areas where they just can't get away with what they're trying to pull off. Everyone's going to make mistakes. Whoever makes the smaller mistakes wins. And a mistake might be something like that, where I think there might have been a little bit of lag there. I think I might have just been a little choppy. Whatever it was, I shot the window. I didn't shoot him. He punished me for my inaccuracy, right? That's what this is going to be. If you think about the game in these terms, it opens up some new windows of thought, if you will, for you. For instance, you can think about it in the sense that you can predict what the enemy is going to do and then respond accordingly. Also, that if you're going to make a move, you can think about what they're going to do to counteract that move and then preempt that. So this allows you to start playing the chess game with smarter players, if you will, and do some unexpected things like shoot a guy who's coming out a window from on top of an outhouse no one ever uses, right? So you can think about things like that, and it will really help your game. With that being said, we'll talk a little bit more about the gameplay. I'm using a variation of the shotgun loadout I'm about to talk to you guys about, / have already talked to you about, depending on the order of how these get uploaded. I leave it in the hands of my trusty editor, McShady. Now you see here, actually, I'm going to go ahead and cut myself off. You see here that this guy's going to start playing some fun games with me. You watch that UAV. He comes around the side of the house. I think that he's going to come down the stairs because I see him over at the A flag. I whip around. I don't see him. I look on the UAV. He's above me. So I say, okay, I'll play your game. And I got him. So you know, sometimes you gotta punish people who don't take the proper action in coming in. He probably could have killed me had he just waited outside that corner. Maybe got a little lucky with the timing, right, with the UAV, and then come inside just straight on, because I would have been looking the wrong way. So think about how you can just respond to enemies, and think about how they're responding to you, and you can have some decent games. So right now, that was a little bit of a slow round. I'm 10-5 right now. And I'm just, you know, capping that C flag. I'm going to go ahead and push into him just right from the middle. Because I don't know what it is. I just recently picked up shotgun rushing again. And I don't know. I find it really fun. It's exciting. You just run in there, you wreck them, people get mad, and, you know, you can keep bringing that pressure to them. So I just get really excited when I'm shotgun rushing. I feel like a little kid. My head's bouncing off the walls. It's probably how I sound when I talk to you guys. But I'll let that one go. Hopefully you let that one go, because I'm delicate. But yeah, I'm, you know, and I can't make attempts at humor at all when I talk into this. I just feel like I'm so dry sometimes, and I don't know. But I get to watch myself play games, and it's funny too, because when you're coming up with these commentaries and you're trying to fill 10 minutes, it can get really difficult. And it's something that I'm trying to work on, because normally I don't speak to kind of fill time. I'm not used to trying to hear my own voice just so that I can, you know, I don't know, not be bored. I don't know. But here I'm trying to keep 10 minutes of instructional content, and sometimes that's really hard for me. So I would just like to go ahead and take this time right now to thank you guys for continuing to support me, continuing to listen and like the videos, and listen to and like the videos, I should say, and just continuing to work with me while I improve my public speaking skills and, you know, the pace at which I'm talking and all that jazz. Because I know right now, too, I've been on a little bit of a quagmire. I haven't been talking so much about the game as I have my feelings about the game, and I feel like that's the trap that most commentators run into, and I just don't want to be that guy right now. Because I think it's only so fun to listen to people complain and gripe about the game, or to just kind of talk about their experience with the game, as opposed to, say, talking about how to win games. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about. And I'm not the best winner in the world, so it puts me in another interesting spot there, right? Now you see me here, I'm kind of playing the game with the orbital VSAT. I'm chasing guys around and stuff, and I just had a little bit of fun here. But I don't want to have this channel, as far as my content on this channel, because this isn't exclusively my channel, right? I don't want to have my content be dumbed down to kind of just ramblings about the game, and you'll find with commentaries, if you ever do them, and you're doing it like I am, I'm running this unscripted. I'm just kind of talking about what I'm seeing going on and all that jazz. I'm not trying too hard on the commentary side of it. I do use all in one take if I can, unless I really, really mess it up, which is why you hear a whole lot of ums and buts and basicallys. But it gives me a chance to just kind of express how I feel, and I feel like it's more sincere too, which is why I do it this way. So if you guys want me to script a little bit more, leave a comment, talk to me about it. If you guys think that this is a little more natural and you like this, then hey, cool, let's go ahead and do that. But just go ahead and leave a comment, and let's get some conversation going about that, because I do want to improve. So whatever you guys want to see on these commentaries, let me know. Also, if there's anything that you would like to learn about the game from me that you feel like I could teach you, please go ahead. And even if it's something that I might have to research a little bit and practice and experiment with, I'm totally open to doing that as well. But you see me here, I'm just kind of, having some fun. I got my swarm, I got my dogs, and I can just kind of sit back, relax, and keep just pushing into enemies and finding them, and every time I find them, my swarm gets them. This was a good lobby, too. I don't think these guys really quit out when they got swarmed, which is why I was still able to get swarm kills. And I finally got that calling card for my swarm that I was on a quest for, and I was talking about in all my other videos. So I was actually excited for that. Now, see here, perfect example of punishing, right? He had nothing covering his flank. Back on subject, right? I know. He had nothing covering his flank. He was just preoccupied shooting down one way. He was in the middle of our territory. And there. So those guys, too, that's also a great example of punishment, right? They were crawling, for whatever reason, towards the B flag, and they weren't watching their backs. They didn't have someone providing overwatch for them, so I was able to just run in there and shoot them both in the back while they were trying to take a flag. And that guy, just poor sniping on his part. He couldn't get me. He snipes about as well as I do. And he couldn't get me, and I was just kind of taking some pop shots at him with a 5.7, messing around a little bit. But I was able to walk away from that okay. And I don't think we wind up winning this game. Yeah, we have 22 seconds left, and we're down 30 points. I didn't really push the pressure on them the way that I should. And, I mean, I still worked really hard for this team. But like I was talking about earlier, you can have guys get 100-plus gameplays, and their team will still lose. It's very possible that your team will lose. This guy, reloading at a bad time, wasn't watching where he should be, should have gotten down, should have gotten behind cover. He died. So... Anyway, think about when I got punished. Think about when I punished other people. You're going to go ahead and see here, 57, pretty beast game. This is what I'd call a beast game. I think anything 50 and up is really beast. Maybe 40. I don't know. You guys can leave your feelings about that too. Anyways, this has been TMR. Please like and subscribe. I will see you guys later.